Institute, and today we are doing a laser-guided stem cell procedure on Michael's plantar fasciitis. Okay, the root cause of plantar fasciitis is the plantar muscle. Okay, and the plantar muscle is like a spring. So if you lose some of this arch because your foot is overpronating, then you have strain on this muscle. It can start pulling away at its attachment, which is a calcaneus bone. And when your calves get tight, it acts like a pulley system because the Achilles tendon, which attaches the calf, when it gets tight, it acts like a pulley and it causes strain on that muscle. And chronically, this will also start causing tears because of that strain of that pulley mechanism. And when this starts tearing away at the heel, then you get a bone spur, myositis ossificans. Basically, it starts to calcify, and then it's like you're stepping on a nail. So right now, most people with plantar fasciitis, they have pain if they stand, walk, or run a lot because there's no support for that arch. So we're going to put them on a orthotic called A-line, which is going to support that arch. We're also going to graft some umbilical cord stem cells in the origin of the muscle and the belly, where most of the pain is. And the cells will repair the micro tears in that muscle. It'll also help normal skeletal muscle to grow after we break up those damaged fibers, because we want to break down the adhesions, and we want normal connective tissue, normal muscle cells to help eventually strengthen that suspension bridge, if you will. So without further ado, we're going to start the procedure, okay? And we're going to do this under laser guidance. So we're going to start with 1 cc of Wharton's jelly-derived umbilical cord stem cells, which has an average of 2.4 million mesenchymal stem cells. And we mix it with bicarbonate to make an alkaline environment to give the cells a better chance to grow. So I'm going to scan the plantar muscle with this infrared thermometer to mark the points of greatest inflammation. See right there, 82.6. This is about the most painful spot, Mike. Yeah. So you can see how accurate that is, because with inflammation, you're going to get that pain. We could check it with the thermometer. So we want to put the cells in the point of greatest inflammation because the stem cells are activated by inflammation through cytokine or paracrine signaling. So we're going to put those cells where the most heat or inflammation is. Is that tender here too? Not as much, right?
Less, yeah.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Tender here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And closer to the inside, the middle of the foot.
Yeah, that pain is just referring. Middle of the foot, the temperature is good. We're not going to touch that.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus on that muscle that we just talked about. That's referring pain all over.
Right.
Here.
Yep.
Anything here yet?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 targets right there. So we have total of 2 milliliters, right? So what we'll do is we'll divide that into 4, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, which is perfect.
Okay.
So we could use 1 syringe and do all 4. Now she's going to anesthetize the area.
Good.
All right. And then I'm going to give you some cryo spray, and that's going to numb it, so you're not going to feel the needle, hopefully more than a mosquito biting the shell, right?
Right.
Yeah. Is this a good angle for you? Do you want to come over here and do it?
No, I think this is fine.
Okay, let me just direct this so it's a little more ergonomic. That's why I love these tables. They're so
yeah, that's-
pliable.
that's-
Knees comfortable?
Yep.
Good. All right.
Are you afraid of needles?
No,
Okay.
just don't like them.
So let's do the inferior point first and put 0.5 of allograft in there. Okay. You don't have to go deep, just superficial.
Deep breath.
That's good. Band-Aid ready, please? All right. And come closer.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to put 0.5 of allograft in that point. Just going to spread it all around that plantar muscle. All right. Not one drop of blood, see? So it's going to take care of the origin. And let's go into the belly. Point number 2, 0.5 of allograft. Nope, you don't. It's a very superficial muscle. Yeah.
Your towel is with the rest of your stuff, okay?
Band-Aid, please. No blood yet. We're batting 500.
It's gonna wet.
Did you get a swab?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
take a little cotton ball. We have like no, I think it is, yeah. Got a little
I think we're low. You got to order more.
icy.
Don't we get a volume discount if you order a case?
I would imagine
All
so.
right, well, let's
That
do
would
that
be
today.
handy.
Today's inventory day, so.
There you go.
All right, I knew it.
Uh-oh.
I want you to direct the next one, all right? Yeah. Can you put a bid to direct that? Yeah. Let's get the third point. This is Star Wars medicine, so.
Thank you,
Good.
Ben.
Welcome.
Bye, Jimmy.
It's 0.5 here. Okay. Let's go ahead and dab
Oh,
that.
let's dab that. There's a lot of vessels, superficial vessels in the feet there.
It's nothing, yeah. It always looks worse than it is, you know.
No, just a minute.
You get a cut on your arm and you
Put
wipe
this
it off. It's
on.
like this little mosquito bite.
It's like your nose. Boy, that thing will have like hemorrhage on you.
Or like your head.
Because it got so many
Okay, and the fourth
nerves
point.
superficial.
Gesundheit.
My goodness. Thank you, Jimmy.
You get more nerve endings when you go anterior. Band-Aid. Good. She's 3 out of 4.
Good job.
So after we graft the cells, we want to cause some what's called paracrine signaling. Basically, the stem cells are activated with inflammation. So in this case, I'm going to cause some local inflammation temporarily to activate the cells. And I do those with myofascial release tools I developed with the grip, so it doesn't
Are you
slip
looking for
around.
the sticker page?
So this will help keep the cells to the target tissue, which is this
Here, I'll do it.
plantaris longus
Give me
muscle.
these, I'll go grab it.
And this also helps break up some adhesions. It probably feels good, right? Yeah, like a nice massage in your foot.
Right.
Helps spread the cells around to the target tissue. So it helps break up those adhesions from the chronic plantar fasciitis and prevent this from calcifying, causing a bone spur right here in the medial origin of the muscle, right on the calcaneus, right there. I like to spread out the tissue to make it more tight so we get better contact with the target muscle. See, it's getting nice and red. We're causing some local inflammation, getting blood flow in there. Okay, I'm going to put this up a little so I can get the belly of the muscle too. Here you go.
This is the part that hurts a little bit.
So I think for the knees, what we could do is you go ahead and put 2 core and 1 poly in 1 vial
Yeah.
and put 2 bicarbonate.
2?
How's that? So you get 5 total?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See right there, you feel those adhesions, feels like sandpaper. Yep, that's what we're breaking down. So basically the technique is we want to break down the dysfunctional scar tissue, cause inflammation to stimulate the body's repair processes, stimulate the stem cells with paracrine signaling, and follow up with some light emitting diodes at 630 nanometers, which is the ideal nanometer to incubate the cells to replicate and grow, which will further help regenerate the tissue down here. The way the stem cells work is more like, they work like foremen, and they direct your body's dormant or stem cells you were born with and tell them, hey, go there and repair. So it's kind of like they're directing your body's natural processes. And not only are the stem cells we graft in is going to help repair the tissue and grow new tissue, muscles, connective tissue, healthy tissue, nerve tissue. It's also going to stimulate the ones you were born with to go there and grow, get platelets in there. So you get the benefits of both, right? And interestingly, what they found in the research is because you're getting day 0 old umbilical stem cells in there, they lend mitochondria to your old dysfunctional cells and kind of revive them. Yeah, it's kind of like the old cells take on the characteristics of the younger cells. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's very cool.
That's why even in Panama, where they used to grow the cells they take from your fat or bone, well, now they prefer just use umbilical cord because they're younger cells, they're not damaged, you get more count, and they're just more bioavailable. They activate quicker, and they're not damaged by years of toxicity and whatever. Yeah. So what the panel will do is there's heat, which will cause some local inflammation, increased circulation. Most importantly, we're bioactivating those cells. Just like when sunlight hits your skin, you make vitamin D3. It's photobiomodulation. That's what we're doing with the cells to increase the repair process. We're going to send Michael home with the home version of this light stim panel so he can incubate the cells to continue the repair and regenerative and replication of those cells at home, so he doesn't have to come here all the time. And he's going to do that about 30 minutes a day. We'll teach you how to use the home unit, okay? All right. All right. So yeah, that's how we support our regenerative medicine with, the light stimulation with the myofascial release tools and the laser guidance. And remember, the cells we grafted in his foot were defrosted in this panel, and that creates a signature, homing signal. So when the cells are put in there, they're going to go to that light signature to make sure it adheres to the target tissue, which is the plantar muscle here. Thanks for watching. That's how we do the plantar fasciitis procedure, and we'll do a follow-up in a month to see how Michael responds to that, okay?